And one. The Lakers, meanwhile, including a current 4-game winning, to a very nice start for the Lakers. Free pass, little fake, comes up, is good. And that you have to change your offense as Doncho, knowing that he's lurking at all times.
I think, Kit, you have to be more aware. It's down.
DeAndre Ayton was waiting, released so well.
And he has possession all by himself. Nice feet inside. Doncic being, Barnes doesn't go for the fake. When he turns, shot blocks. Nick Smith, who was the other night on Monday, best games of his brief NBA career against Portland. Shot. Not only 25 points the other night, had 6. Doncic, boy, still puts it in. Looked like 2 different Spurs. Sohan guarding him. Doncic goes back up. Rattles very hot. He feels he's been fouled on a night.
As he should.
Phoenix is in fantasy land. Yes. Wembanyama backs into Bronny James. Jumps home. On the drive. Kicks it up to Jackson Hayes. Bronny James gets inside. Shoots. No hesitation there.
Stephen Curry praises LeBron James' relentless work ethic. The way LeBron James cares for his body, maintaining peak performance into his 22nd NBA season, has become almost mythical. Stories about his off-court investment in training and recovery have circulated for years, but the results speak for themselves. LeBron remains an all-NBA performer, still setting new standards of longevity, now preparing to become the first player ever to reach a 23rd NBA season. For Stephen Curry, that legend was something he had only heard about, until the summer of 2024. Curry and LeBron share one of basketball's greatest rivalries. From their 4 consecutive NBA surprising resilience. Monday night's 123-115 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers was the kind of win that reveals a team's character, and it came under unlikely circumstances. Without LeBron James, Luka Doncic, or Austin Reeves, the Lakers' backcourt was reduced to Nick Smith Jr., Marcus Smart, and Bronny James Jr., a lineup many saw as too thin to compete. But the group defied expectations. Smith came off the bench for 25 points and 6 assists, shooting 10 of 15 from the field and 5 of 6 from 3. Rui Hachimura added 28 points, while DeAndre Ayton anchored the team with 29 points and 10 rebounds, guiding Los Angeles to a statement win. The victory improved the Lakers to 6-2, despite missing 2 of their biggest stars in half of their games. It's the kind of toughness and collective belief the franchise has been searching for since its 2020 championship run. That's what I love about this group, Redick said afterward. They don't make excuses. They compete. They trust each other. That's what being a Laker is supposed to mean. It's clear that Redick's influence, emphasizing accountability, communication, and pace, is resonating with his players. Even in early November, this version of the Lakers already looks more connected and purposeful than in recent seasons. For Curry, LeBron, and their generation of NBA icons, moments like these, of respect, resilience, and leadership, serve as reminders that greatness isn't just about highlights or stats. It's about the habits that sustain you when the spotlight fades and the work begins again. And in that respect, both Curry and LeBron continue to set the gold standard. A rivalry that evolved into respect. For years, Stephen Curry and LeBron James defined the NBA's landscape through competition. Their clashes, from the 2015 finals to the iconic 2016 series, were more than basketball. They were cultural events that shaped a generation of fans. But what was once a fierce rivalry has matured into something far more meaningful. Both players, now in the twilight of their primes, understand what it takes to sustain excellence over time. They've carried franchises, endured injuries, faced criticism, and rewritten what it means to lead in the modern era. What Curry saw during that Olympic run in Paris wasn't just LeBron's routine. It was a glimpse into the mindset of someone who refuses to fade, no matter the odds. You see the sacrifice, Curry explained. People talk about talent, but it's not that. It's the discipline, the recovery sessions, the nutrition, the film work, the way he treats every day like it matters. That's what separates the great ones from the rest. That respect runs both ways. LeBron has often praised Curry for changing basketball itself, for redefining spacing, pace, and the art of shooting. During the Olympics, those mutual sentiments reportedly strengthened as the two veterans led a younger Team USA roster by example, demonstrating the professionalism and selflessness that have marked their careers. LeBron and Steph showed everyone how to prepare, how to talk, how to carry themselves, one Team USA staff member told reporters after the games. It wasn't about ego. It was about setting a standard. Lessons for the next generation. In an NBA increasingly dominated by youth and athleticism, both stars have become living examples of longevity through intelligence and consistency. Their rivalry may have once symbolized two competing philosophies, power versus precision, but today it reflects a shared truth: greatness is sustained by discipline, not just talent. Young players across the league have taken notice. Coaches often point to LeBron's and Curry's work habits as teaching tools, evidence that true professionalism transcends age. Players like Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and Tyrese Halliburton have all cited watching veterans like Curry and LeBron as motivation for improving their own preparation. "What those guys do off the court is what people don't see," Edwards said recently. "That's what I'm trying to learn, how to make this a long career, not just a good one." For the Lakers, LeBron's influence continues to shape the team's culture, even when he isn't on the floor. For the Warriors, Curry's leadership remains their compass through transitions and challenges. Both franchises understand that maintaining a standard of excellence begins with how their stars approach the smallest details, from film study to the first warm-up shot of the day. The legacy of leadership. Curry's public admiration for LeBron marks more than just mutual respect. It's a recognition of shared purpose. After nearly 2 decades of defining their era through rivalry, they now stand as co-architects of what modern leadership in sports looks like: mentorship through example, competition without animosity, and dedication without compromise. As the NBA moves toward its next generation of stars, the lessons from Curry and LeBron may prove to be their most lasting contribution. They've shown that greatness is not only measured in championships or MVPs, but in the quiet daily commitment to mastery, the willingness to prepare when no one is watching. At this stage, Curry reflected, it's about passing on what we've learned. You don't hold back what made you great, you share it. Because that's how the game keeps growing. Looking ahead. With LeBron expected to return to action soon and Curry continuing to lead a retooled Warriors team, the next time they meet on the court will likely carry a different tone. Less about rivalry, more about legacy. Both men are aware that time is catching up. But as their careers continue to intersect, what stands out most is not the competition, but the connection. Two players who have pushed each other to evolve, to endure, and to inspire. And in the end, perhaps that is their greatest victory.